At the Board of Regents meeting in Kaneohe, showed up at Windward Community College holding signs and chanting their disapproval. The new undergraduate president says students simply can't afford the BOR's proposal.
And we need to make sure students have the option of going. And with a 128% increase, it's going to send a lot of kids home. It's going to send a lot of kids packing. And we're here to make sure to try our very best that that doesn't happen.
The group says UH President David McLean should meet with student leaders to come up with a compromise. For its part, the university has said that tomorrow, the UH Board of Regents is expected to vote on a proposed tuition hike. The latest version of the tuition increase would raise rates over a 6-year period. Under the proposal, tuition would gradually increase from $3,500 a year to $8,400 a year. Members of ASUH, which represents 10,000 undergraduate students, informally discussed the issue today and say their hikes are too much.
That's exactly. We're worried that these increases are too large for students to consistently keep paying more every year. We feel that it might actually send students out of school.
We're increasing tuition, but we're increasing financial aid by about $20 million to address the impact of the higher tuition on those who are challenged to afford it.
If approved, the rate hikes would go into effect next year. The Board of Regents approved an increase that will hike tuition for students. But as Brooks Bear reports, the higher fee is difficult for some students to handle.
The new tuition schedule will eventually increase the amount undergraduate students at Manoa pay by 140%. Administrators say UH needs the money, but some students say they just can't afford to pay more.
Go!
Ashley Cooper is a Hawaii Community College student from the Big Island. She's a single parent worried the tuition increase may price her right out of an education.
I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be able to do. I might just end up having to quit school and go on to work at a hotel where the pay is a little more than minimum wage.
Cooper was among a handful of students who witnessed a vote by the Board of Regents today.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried.
By unanimous decision, the board increased annual tuition for resident undergraduate students at Manoa by $816 in each of 6 straight years beginning in the fall of 2006. It's a 140% increase that will boost tuition from about $3,500 to $8,400 in the 2011-2012 school year.
We'd like to recruit and retain good faculty. We'd like to have classrooms that are well equipped. We'd like to have students be able to get the classes that they need so that they can graduate more rapidly. All of that requires money. It's simply that. Simple,
students say, unless you can't afford higher tuition.
We tried to appeal to the compassion of the Board of Regents because the administration was not listening to us at that point.
Administrators and board members say they do sympathize with students, but with dwindling funding from the state, a tuition hike is necessary.
Plus that, we were one of the lowest in terms of tuition, and we're not even near the average across the country. So we'd like to bring it up to the average so that we can preserve the institutional quality of this for the betterment of the students.
All right. Board members and university administrators recognize some students just won't be able to handle the higher tuition, so they say UH will offer millions more in financial aid. They hope that will help ease the burden. Brooks Bear, KGM.